Ciao everybody, Caterina here. Welcome to my kitchen. Well, my little Angelina is turning 13 years old, and unfortunately her grandmother's backyard is undergoing a huge renovation, and she asked me if it would be possible to have a little birthday brunch in my backyard with the theme of Paris. Of course. And that gave me a wonderful idea to prepare these beautiful little French pastries called Caneles. They're fantastic for brunch, for breakfast, afternoon tea, anytime, and so simple to prepare. Now let's get started. Okay, for this cannelé pastry, you are going to need a cannelé mold, and here it is. I purchased this in France the last time I was there. You can find them here in most specialty shops. I have my heat set at medium to high, just a little bit higher. I'm going to add 1 cup of milk to my pot, along with 2 tablespoons of unsalted butter. We're going to allow this to melt and then come to a slight boil. While my milk is heating up, I have half a cup of all-purpose flour. To the flour, I'm going to add half a cup of granulated sugar. In another bowl, I have 1 large egg plus 1 egg yolk. I'm going to just mix this together. I'm just giving the flour and sugar a mix. I'm going to add the egg mixture to the flour mixture and give it a nice mix. And the reason why Angelina chose Paris is because she just got back from a wonderful holiday in Paris with her parents. Okay, this is combined beautifully. Now I'm going to add half a teaspoon of rum. And a teaspoon of vanilla extract. I'm just going to make sure that the vanilla and the rum has mixed thoroughly through the paste. The milk and the butter has melted perfectly. It's heated up just right. I'm just going to let it sit just for a couple of minutes. Now that the milk and butter have cooled just ever so slightly, I'm going to add it to my egg mixture slowly, a little bit at a time. Okay, now that it's mixed thoroughly, I'm just going to put it through a strainer, just to make sure there's no impurities or anything left over. You see all this stuff? You don't want this stuff inside your cannelé. Okay, I'm just going to place a plastic wrap around it in the refrigerator for a minimum of 10 hours. Preheat your oven to 450 degrees Fahrenheit. I have a cannelé batter here that I prepared yesterday. So we're ready to go. Look how beautiful the texture is now that it's been sitting for over 12 hours in the refrigerator. I sprayed and floured my cannelé trays. I also made sure that any excess, I removed it. You don't want extra flour. Now I'm just going to pour it 3/4 of the ways because it will rise. This is such a delicious little pastry. You're not going to believe how delicious these are. You're going to want to make them all the time. I had 2 days to put this Paris theme brunch together for Angelina, and I went into my daughter's room and I was so thrilled to find a bunch of little French little items that my daughter left behind in her room, and I used them on the table setting. I think Angelina's going to love it. Okay, just cleaning the excess. These beautiful cannelé pastries are so crispy and just delicious. They really should be eaten within 18 hours of them being baked. However, if you're not going to be able to eat them within 18 hours, just place them back in the oven for 5 minutes at 350 and that little crispness should come back. My oven has been preheated to 450 degrees Fahrenheit. I'm going to place these in the oven for 15 minutes. After 15 minutes, I'm going to lower the heat to 350 degrees for an additional 45 minutes. My caneles are wonderful. I'm going to say it. If you can only smell my kitchen. I have 4 more batches to go. I'm just going to sprinkle a little bit of icing sugar, just a little bit. My canele came out fantastic, and I'm going to taste one for you. So crunchy and moist inside, and I'm right back in Paris. I think Angelina is going to love these. I want to thank you so much for joining me today, and it's Katerina from my home to yours. Don't forget to hit your like button, and if you haven't already done so, subscribe to my channel. Ciao!